If I were moving to coastal Delaware today, and I mean today, starting over right now, here is exactly where I'd buy. Not a top 10 list, absolutely not. Well, it depends. My actual answer for 3 different versions of you and then for me. So I've made this move. I put my own money down, and I will tell you right now, my only regret was waiting. I'll say it again. My only regret was waiting. Let's dig into it. It's Debbie, your SRES Senior Real Estate Specialist and a top 5% producer in coastal Delaware and Maryland. And I'm really proud of those accomplishments, but I'm really proud because that's the kind of experience I bring to you. I'm the buyer you're describing. I moved here from outside of Philadelphia. I live in the community I'm about to recommend. So when I say, here's where I put my own money, I mean that literally because I did. So 3 picks, 3 versions of you, let's go. Pick number 1, the walkable downtown lover, okay? If you love to walk downtown, you're gonna absolutely love Lewes, okay? This is version 1. This is the buyer who tells me, Debbie, I don't wanna get in the car for everything. I wanna walk out my front door, grab a fabulous cup of coffee, walk to dinner, walk to the water, run into someone I know on the way home. So if all of that describes you, then this is a very specific dream, and there is one place down here, coastal Delaware, that delivers it all, and that is Lewes. Lewes is the oldest town in the first state. It was founded in 1631. It's got a walkable half-mile historic district on 2nd Street, so you've got shops and restaurants, you've got the canal, you've got the Cape Henlopen State Park with miles of trails right there. It is genuinely beautiful. There is nothing like it down here. It is in a class and a place all by itself. But here's the honest part. People fall in love with Lewes on a Saturday, and then they have sticker shock on a Sunday, because everybody wants that walkable, historic, and everybody knows your name zip code. So if you're not just buying a house, you're buying the zip code itself, and the zip code is 19958. The typical Lewes home value is right around the absolutely well into the high hundreds, median 625,000, and the closer you get to the actual walking part of 2nd Street, walking to the water, you are well over $1 million, okay? And listings in the historic area, they go really well into the 6 figures and up. Lewes reality check. So here's the reality check about Lewes. So tell me about a buyer who walked into, Lewes completely certain they had to have it, and what happened when you showed them the numbers. Did they stretch for the zip code, or did they ask me to help them find something that had a walkable feeling, somewhere where they could literally be a little bit smarter with their money? And that's absolutely where we're headed now, for another walkable version of where you can live, but not really be looking at those really high dollar premiums. It's the house and the zip code, and before you fall in love on a Saturday, ask yourself, is it the half mile I want, or is it really just the feeling? Because if it's the feeling, I can get you that feeling for a whole lot less, which is exactly where version 2 comes in. So we're on to version 2. What is version 2? Pick number 2, okay? It has resort amenities, it has a golf lifestyle, and that is Bear Trap Dunes. Happens to be just adjacent to where I personally live, okay? And honestly, this might be my favorite because it is a lifestyle I've actually bought into. I'm actually a member of Bear Trap Dunes. I don't live there, but I do belong to the golf community, okay? So this is the buyer who says, Debbie, I don't need to walk to a restaurant, but I want to walk out my door to a pool and a fairway and a fitness center. There actually is a restaurant there. It's called Coastal Kitchen. I want to have a clubhouse where there's actually something going on. I want to lock it and leave it and live. the go-to visit with the grandkids for the 3 weeks and not worry about the lawn life. So this is what you get, all of this, the resort amenities, the golf lifestyle. And here's what nobody tells you. You do not need beachfront money to have it all. You can truly live in Bear Trap for the mid 400s. Yes, it can go up significantly above that. You're not spending 6 figures to live in Bear Trap. So we've had this enormous wave of new construction across Sussex County. And at one point last year, I actually counted north of 80 plus new communities. You know, a lot of it was old legacy farmland turning into amenity communities. Sussex has truly been one of the fastest growing counties on the entire East Coast. And the whole point of this communities is to give you that resort lifestyle, a little bit inland for a fraction of the beachfront price. And I'll say it again, a fraction of the beachfront price. So let me give you 2 real ones I'd point my money on right now. Well, first off, we talked about Bear Trap Dunes in Ocean View. Full disclosure, this is truly kind of my home base. I said it before, I belong to Bear Trap. And about 3 miles west of Bethany, 27 holes of golf, indoor and outdoor pools, fitness, tennis, a clubhouse with that restaurant I called Coastal Connection, and a beach shuttle. So you're not hunting for parking on the 4th of July. Villas, townhomes, and single family homes. The villas and townhomes often listed in the mid 400 through the mid 500s. It is resort style living for a very close Bethany area address without the Bethany beachfront price tag. And I think that that makes a big difference. Then there's Bayside. You've heard me refer to Bayside. Bayside is in Selbyville, the other side of Frankford. Okay, it's got a fabulous golf course. It has the Freeman Arts Pavilion, which has just been completely renovated. Multiple pools, the whole literally lifestyle on the Assawoman Bay. Homes there average from the 830 to 850. They notch up the ladder. Yes, you can certainly go into the 6 figures. There are also condos and villas and townhomes. But I have to be honest, the carrying costs can be a little bit higher in these all-inclusive communities. So I really want to make sure that you don't have a hiccup when you look at the Bayside HOA, which can be about $1,400 a quarter, club membership on top of that, sports plans that can run about $3,200 a year. So you've really got, you know, an entire picture that you've got to look at. But it's math, okay? You've got to know it going in. So here's the thing I really want you to really understand that nobody talks about. Most of our golf courses down here, they're public. And even though I belong to Bear Trap, I played Bear Trap before I joined the club. You can play Bayside without being a member, right? So you've got these unbelievable golf courses that are available to everyone without being locked in to high entrance fees, etc. And I can tell you that there are some golf courses where the initiation fee is in the tens, 20s, and $30,000. Communities here don't have that. You get the golf life without the country club price tag, okay? That is an extremely important piece. So if you are a golf buyer, you know, I need to tell you, consider Bear Trap, Bayside. These are unbelievable communities, and I would really love to show you homes in all of them. So, you know, I will tell you that it's just gold here. It's gold here, the entire lifestyle, the beach lifestyle, the golf lifestyle. So if you are the amenity and golf version of you, get out the legal pad. 2 questions. How much carrying costs can you actually stomach every year? Number 2, do you want to play golf or just look at it? Because I'll be honest with you, looking at fairways is quite pretty as well. I can't answer those questions for you. You need to answer. Are you a Bear Trap person or a Bayside person? But okay, both of these still have you paying for a big amenity package. What if you want it all for the least amount of money and you're willing to trade a few miles? There's a version 3. So version 3, which is where I actually live. Hey guys, as much as I absolutely love making these videos, what I love the absolute most in making the videos is really talking, encouraging, nurturing your desire to know more about coastal Delaware. I've helped countless families. I've helped families from the Mid-Atlantic. I've helped families from the South. I've helped individuals from Metro New York and New England gather the information that helps them make the right decision if relocating here is what they truly want to do. So whether you're coming out next week, next month, or for gosh sakes in 2027, I would absolutely love to connect with you. If you've missed the on-screen pop-up, you can certainly find again all of my contact information linked below. The best walkable value in land, as far as I'm in landscapes, is Forest Landing. You've heard me talk about it before, okay? And this one is really very close to my heart because it's the community that I call home and the community that I made my home here. So this is the buyer who says, Debbie, I want the amenities, I want to be near the beach, but I am not paying beachfront money, and I will happily trade a few miles to get there. So if you think about this, I call this the sweet spot. My sweet spot is inland. It's Frankford. It's close enough that I run or bike to the beach, far enough that I'm not sitting in beach traffic every single day of the summer, okay? And I have to say something right up front because you're probably already thinking it. Okay, Debbie, you live here, so of course you're going to say it's the best. Well, that really isn't true. That's not how I am. Okay, you're right. I am a little biased because I do call it home. But let's be honest. If I really want to be that honest realtor and I want to give you the actual trade-off, inland means you are not walking to the sand, you're driving, biking, or running. Frankford sits roughly 4 to 11 miles, depending on which side of Frankford you're on, to Bethany Beach, and that's exactly where you land. So if walking out your door on 2nd Street is the whole dream, this isn't your spot. It's Lewes. Go back to version 1. If you want the most home and the most lifestyle for the dollar, this is it. Here's the value math, okay? It's the value math. The broader Frankfurt area, roughly $430,000, is gonna get you a fabulous home. Ocean view is right next door. That's about $485,000. Bethany, $680,000. In my community, Forest Landing, fabulous builders, Ryan and Natelli, you know, we have close to 299 villas, etc., and we've got 24 single family homes. You can get an unbelievable home here, under $5,000, or you can move up a little bit higher. Fitness center, resort style pool, tennis, pickleball, walking trails, playground for when the grandkids visit, fabulous clubhouse with a fitness center. You're getting the resort amenities, life, all of it, absolutely all of it, for real money savings versus, you know, that sand in the toes or walkable on 2nd Street in Lewes. I love those communities, but I really take a lot of pride in making sure that you understand the value quotient here, okay? That's what I'm talking about. We know why you choose Delaware. You choose it for the lifestyle. You choose it for the taxes. Delaware is only one of 4 states in the nation with 0% sales tax. Nothing. Every time you furnish your new home, you don't pay tax. You don't pay tax on Social Security. So if you're 60 or better and there's a pension and retirement income, we've got an exclusion on some of that as well. Property taxes, Sussex County is one of the lowest taxed counties on the entire East Coast. We're talking an effective rate of under 0.5%. Now, eyes wide open, we just went through our first county reassessment since 1974. Some bills moved up a little, and a few of them, truthfully, moved down. My tax bill went up $18 on an annual basis, okay? Compared to what so many of my buyers are leaving behind in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, it's still an unbelievable soft landing. Unbelievable, okay? This is your move. This is not Debbie's move. I already made my move here. So would love for you to I can tell you why I chose Forest Landing. I can tell you why I love to be 4 miles from Bethany Beach, okay? I love Lewes. I visit it all the time. But for me, the right decision was a little bit inland, 4-mile biker run to the beach, and that is absolutely why I made my decision based on all of the value and the lifestyle that I was able to enjoy here. So don't start shopping the beach town zip codes and get discouraged. Start a few miles inland in these amenity-rich communities. Let the savings buy you a better house and a lower tax bill. Then drive the difference to the sand, okay? If you can accept that, then you've made the right decision. It's the trade-off that I made, and I would make it again tomorrow. But I can't make these decisions for you. That is absolutely your choice, your decision. Where would you buy today? I know where I would buy because I did it 11 years ago and I would do it again. You've been patient, you've earned the real answer, okay? If it were me, if I were doing this all over again today with everything I now know, and I know so much more than I did 11 years ago, where would I buy? Honestly, exactly where I did. I would take version number 3. The walkable Lewes Dream is gorgeous, and I'd rather not hand that much extra money to a zip code. The resort amenity life is exactly the life I want, and I figured out that I can have almost all of it a few miles inland. Keep the pool, keep the fitness center, keep the lock and leave, run or bike to the beach when I choose to, which is nearly every day, and keep real money in my pocket, a lower tax bill every single year. That's the trade. That's the whole deal. That's the whole Megillah. And this is important. That's my answer for my life. Yours might be different. I can show you homes on 2nd Street in Lewes, okay? This is not me being wishy-washy. This is the entire point of this channel. Don't decide on a zip code, decide on a lifestyle. And there are lifestyles in every zip code here. You tell me how you want to live, your actual day-to-day, and I will find you the area that fits it absolutely best. That's the job, that's the fun part. But I really would like to ask you all to drop in the comments, which version are you? Walk to everything Lewes person, the amenity and golf person, or the value inland person like me? Tell me where you're moving from to. I read every single comment, respond to every comment, and if you're at the point where you want a real conversation, no pitch, no pressure, everything's in the description, including my free Coastal Delaware relocation guide. And honestly, if you see me out running the trails, just tap me on the shoulder. There's never an obligation. I'm not just your real estate agent, I'm your soft landing, and I am your guide to the absolute best lifestyle on the entire East Coast. Hit subscribe, new videos every single week, all about actually living in coastal Delaware and loving Sussex County. I live here, I work here, I play here, and I thrive here. Until next time.